Sometimes online rumors flare up and disappear within hours, but this one spread like wildfire, and it got so big that Blueface's mother, Carissa, felt compelled to break her silence. What she said ended up shocking fans even more than the rumor itself. For weeks, social media buzzed with whispers claiming Blueface had allegedly passed an STD to Chrisean while she was pregnant, with baby Junior. TikTok videos, screenshots, and shady Twitter threads painted a story that was messy, toxic, and heartbreaking. People began to wonder if Chrisean had been battling more than just pregnancy stress behind closed doors, and if Blueface was at the center of it all. Normally, stories like this get ignored, but this one refused to die. This time things spiraled out of control when Blueface's mother, Carissa, decided to confront the accusations head-on, but her response only seemed to pour gasoline on the fire instead of putting it out. During a heated live session, Carissa snapped at viewers, insisting people stop spreading lies about her son and claiming if the girl had any issues, they started long before Blueface entered the picture. Instead of clearing his name, her comments sparked a frenzy online, with many accusing her of knowing far more than she admitted or hinting at problems that existed before the pregnancy. Twitter erupted. Some defended Carissa as a fiercely loyal mother, while others slammed her as someone who constantly shields Blueface by blaming women or outsiders for his controversies. This was not new territory for her. From the early days of his career, Carissa had been notorious for jumping into his drama, battling critics, girlfriends, and even fans online, earning a reputation as the unofficial spokesperson for his mess. Whether it was cheating accusations, fatherhood criticisms, or career controversies, Carissa always claimed others were lying, toxic, or jealous, while painting her son as the victim. Her loyalty was undeniable, but many argued it crossed into blind defense, turning every situation into a public feud instead of resolving the chaos surrounding Blueface's name. Carissa's loyalty to Blueface has always been fierce, but more often than not, it seems to spark bigger fires instead of calming them. Then came Chrisean, a name that turned Blueface's already chaotic world into a full-blown circus. Their relationship was pure turbulence from day one, public fights caught on camera, screaming matches during Instagram lives, and constant breakups followed by dramatic makeups. It was messy, addictive drama the internet could not stop watching. But when Chrisean announced her pregnancy, everything changed, or at least fans hoped it would. People wished motherhood would bring stability, that Blueface would rise to the occasion, Carissa would fall back, and Chrisean would finally find some peace. Instead, the drama tripled. Blueface publicly questioned whether he was even the father, throwing shade online, while Chrisean fired back, promising she could prove it was his baby. What should have been a moment of happiness turned into another public battlefield, with critics blaming Blueface for adding stress during her pregnancy and supporters worrying about Chrisean's mental health. Then came the wildest twist yet, rumors claiming Chrisean had contracted an STD while pregnant, with blogs speculating Blueface was responsible. The gossip spread like wildfire across TikTok, Twitter, and Reddit until it became a trending topic. And that was when Carissa finally broke her silence. After weeks of fans demanding answers, she went live, staring straight into the camera, and snapped, "My son did not give that girl anything," throwing herself right into the storm yet again. Stop lying on him. Y'all always want to make him the bad guy. If she got something, she had it long before. With that single sentence, Carissa accidentally turned a spark into a wildfire. Instead of silencing the rumor, she gave it new life. Her words hinted that Chrisean might have had an STD before Blueface, maybe even before the pregnancy, igniting endless speculation. Was Carissa shielding her son again, or had she unknowingly confirmed the rumor while throwing shade at Chrisean? Social media exploded. Some rushed to defend Carissa, saying she was protecting her child from slander. Others slammed her for humiliating a pregnant woman and accused her of gaslighting to cover Blueface's mistakes. Meanwhile, Chrisean was left drowning in the fallout. Her pregnancy had already been filled with tears, late-night lives where she cried about loneliness and heartbreak, and confessions about the stress of preparing for single motherhood. Now the internet piled on with accusations about her health, questioning not only her relationship, but her fitness as a mother. This rumor stuck because it combined everything Blueface and Chrisean's toxic love story, betrayal, health fears, and Carissa's infamous tendency to make bad situations worse. It was the perfect storm for fans who live to dissect every messy detail. Receipts, timelines, and endless finger-pointing turned what should have been Chrisean's moment of peace during pregnancy into yet another public circus for the internet to devour. But here's the thing, this was not the first time Carissa's words had blown up in her face. She had a long track record of spilling details that probably should have stayed private. Fans remembered her publicly dragging Blueface exes, name-dropping women, and even clashing with Chrisean before. So when she threw out that "she had it long before" comment, people did not see it as random shade, they saw it as Carissa accidentally exposing something bigger. That is why this rumor refused to fade away. In the world of Blueface, Chrisean, and Carissa, every accusation felt too real to ignore, every denial sounded suspect, and every clarification only made things messier. The moment Carissa went live, the internet knew it would be chaos. Sitting there with her hair tied back, no filter, no makeup, and fire in her eyes, she snapped at the comments flooding in. "Y'all not about to put no disease on my son. Every time it is some mess with that girl, y'all blame Blue. Nah, if she got something, she had it before. Don't put that on us." The live chat exploded, some laughed, others were furious, and one pinned comment summed it all up. Wait, did she just admit Chrissy had something? Carissa doubled down, rolling her eyes, wagging her finger at the camera. My son ain't the first, second, or third person she been with. Stop acting brand new like Blue ruined her life. She ruined her own life before she even met him. That one line was gasoline on a wildfire. Within minutes, clips of her rant spread across Twitter, TikTok, and gossip blogs, with memes mocking her delivery while others slammed her for attacking a pregnant woman on such a personal level. Then came the real twist. Chrisean herself went live, baby Junior in her arms, tears running down her face. "Why you always got my name in your mouth? Why you always protecting your son like he innocent? Y'all know he the one out here spreading everything. He don't care. He don't use protection. And you gonna blame me?" While I was carrying his child, she shouted through sobs. The internet erupted with support for her, but just when it seemed Chrisean had all the sympathy, a fan account leaked alleged screenshots of private texts where she wrote months earlier, "He messed me up while I was pregnant. He don't care about me or this baby." The moment those alleged messages surfaced, Chrisean supposedly telling a friend, "Now I have to get checked again." SMH, the internet exploded. Were they authentic? Was this finally the smoking gun fans had been waiting for, or just another fabricated twist in the never-ending Blueface Chrisean Carissa drama? Carissa wasted no time jumping in. The very next day, she took to her Instagram stories, declaring, "Told y'all she out here telling her own friends what she got," then crying on live like she the victim. "I raised my son better than that, but don't put no lies on him. Period." Instead of clearing the air, her words only poured gasoline on the fire. Because if those texts were fake, why was she treating them like facts? And if they were real, did she just admit Blueface was guilty all along? The fanbase split right down the middle. Some swore Carissa was revealing the truth. Others accused her of publicly humiliating Chrisean just to protect her son, with Chrisean's most loyal supporters even claiming Carissa was putting the young mother's reputation at risk. Then Blueface jumped in with his own cryptic tweet, "Ain't no claps over here, y'all reaching. Believe what you want though." His detached tone backfired instantly. Critics slammed him for staying silent on Chrisean's pain, for not defending his son, and for acting like the entire scandal was a joke. Then came the plot twist. A well-known gossip blogger dropped a bombshell, claiming they had spoken to a medical source who confirmed Chrisean had visited a clinic during her pregnancy for treatment. No details, no paperwork, just enough information to send TikTok detectives into overdrive, dissecting clinic locations, dates, and theories, while memes of Maury Povich declaring, "The lie detector determined," that was a lie, flooded every corner of social media. Carissa refused to back down, fanning the flames with another live stream, this time calmly sipping wine, smirking into the camera as if the chaos swirling online barely touched her. "I don't care what y'all say. I know my son. Y'all don't. One day the truth will come out, and half of y'all will owe me an apology," she declared. But that only fueled speculation that Carissa might be holding onto her own stash of evidence, texts, call logs, maybe even medical records, that could blow the entire situation wide open. If true, this was no longer just internet gossip. It was a ticking time bomb that could permanently scar Blueface, Chrisean, and their child. And this was only the beginning. Within 72 hours, the drama erupted into a 5-alarm circus when blurry images of alleged medical paperwork surfaced on a gossip forum. The documents, supposedly from a clinic, carried Chrisean's name, dates that matched her pregnancy, and in bold letters, gonorrhea, positive. The screenshots spread like wildfire across Twitter and TikTok. Was it real? Was it fake? Nobody knew, but the damage was instant. Fans split into factions, some screaming, Carissa wasn't lying, while others insisted it was a cruel forgery meant to drag Chrisean's name through the mud. TikTok detectives zoomed in on fonts, watermarks, even clinic codes. One viral creator argued the paperwork was fake because the template looked off. Another claimed it matched legitimate records perfectly. Chrisean finally broke her silence with a trembling Instagram story, voice shaking as she blasted, "Y'all really out here forging medical records on me while I was pregnant? That's sick. That's beyond clout chasing. Leave me and my son alone." But the storm was already out of control. And then Carissa twisted the knife, reposting the alleged paperwork with laughing emojis and the caption, "Told y'all. Don't shoot the messenger. Truth hurts." That single post sent the internet into meltdown, as critics accused her of celebrating Chrisean's humiliation instead of defending the mother of her grandchild. "You're evil. What kind of grandmother does this? Carissa, you're worse than Blue," fans blasted as the internet exploded with outrage. But Carissa refused to back down. She went live again, calmly sipping wine and smirking as she scrolled through comments. "I didn't leak nothing, but if it's out there, don't blame me for speaking the truth. Y'all wanted receipts, now y'all got 'em," she snapped. That phrase, "now y'all got 'em," instantly morphed into a viral meme, splashed across Twitter alongside every unflattering screenshot of Carissa, crowning her petty grandma of the year. But the drama didn't stay confined to the internet. Celebrities began weighing in. Summer Walker commented under a Shade Room post, "Leaking a pregnant woman's medical info is crazy. This ain't entertainment anymore." Azealia Banks, never one to miss a chance at chaos, tweeted, "Chrissy nasty. Blue nasty. His mama nasty. The whole family need antibiotics." Even Cardi B, embroiled in her own scandals, liked a post dragging Carissa, and fans instantly screenshot it, adding more fuel to the fire. Then came the second twist. Another gossip blog claimed to have text messages between Blueface and a friend where he allegedly admitted giving Chrisean something while she was pregnant. The supposed messages read, "Blueface, man, I messed up. She willed in 'cause she think I gave her something. I probably did though. I don't even know. Friend. That's your baby mama, Blueface. Blueface, ain't no baby mama if the baby ain't mine." Screenshots of the alleged exchange flooded TikTok and Instagram, and whether they were real or fake didn't matter. The damage was done. Fans were disgusted. Some instantly turned on Blueface, horrified he might have bragged about infecting his pregnant girlfriend. Others accused Carissa of being the source of the leak, claiming these messages didn't just fall out the sky. But the darkest reaction came from worried fans asking about baby Junior's safety. Doctors online explained how untreated STDs could harm pregnancies, turning this from messy drama into something terrifyingly real. And through it all, Carissa kept talking, insisting the leaks proved she was right all along. Carissa kept boasting that people were finally seeing the truth, but every time she spoke, the outrage only intensified, with the internet locked on one burning question: if the receipts were fake, who made them, and if they were real, who leaked them, and why now? A blog insider hinted that Blueface himself might have been behind the leaks, using his mother as cover to publicly humiliate Chrisean, while others speculated that Carissa had clinic connections feeding her information under the table. Soon the rumors spiraled out of control, with whispers that there were more receipts waiting to drop, evidence that could either expose Blueface for destroying Chrisean during her pregnancy or prove this entire scandal was hip-hop's most ruthless smear campaign. The second those alleged medical records and texts hit the internet, the drama exploded beyond gossip into an all-out cultural battle, with fans, celebrities, and media figures taking sides as hashtags like #CarissaExposed, #BluefaceSTD, and #ProtectChrisean trended nonstop. Some slammed Carissa for humiliating her grandson's mother while she was pregnant, calling her the real villain, while others claimed she was simply revealing what everyone else was afraid to say. TikTok edits made Carissa look like a soap opera villain, splicing her sipping wine with Maury Povich yelling, "You are the father," while fan wars turned vicious, Team Chrisean accusing Carissa of abuse and gaslighting. Team Carissa mocking Chrisean's mistakes and blaming her for everything. Even celebrities joined the chaos. Summer Walker condemned leaking medical info as evil. 50 Cent posted a photoshopped image of the family in hazmat suits with the caption, "Whole family need a checkup." Nicki Minaj shaded mothers who meddle in grown men's battles, and Wendy Williams' replacement went viral calling Carissa's comments the most toxic thing a grandmother could ever say on camera. Meanwhile, the internet waited, convinced even darker revelations were coming. The media storm refused to slow down as TMZ blared headlines like "Carissa sparks STD scandal while Chrissy pregnant, Blueface silent," while the Shade Room turned every live stream into daily entertainment. Rolling Stone dropped a think piece titled "The Carissa Problem," when celebrity moms hijacked the narrative, and even the Daily Mail called it one of hip-hop's most disturbing family feuds. But as the coverage intensified, so did the backlash against Blueface, his silence, his dismissive tweet, and his long history of humiliating Chrisean flipped public opinion hard, with fans flooding his Instagram comments. "So you really did this while she was carrying your son? Disgusting. Carissa can't save you now. You're not a man, you're a scandal." Sympathy for Chrisean soared as #ProtectChrisean trended, fans rallying around her with posts like, "Y'all bullied her all pregnancy, doubted her as a mom, and now this? Enough is enough." Still, critics mocked her tearful live streams. One viral tweet reading, "Crying every week online doesn't change the fact she chose Blueface and his mama. Nobody forced her." Meanwhile, the industry began reacting. One promoter allegedly dropped Blueface over brand safety concerns, and Chrisean's team reportedly considered legal action for privacy violations tied to the leaked records. Yet Carissa thrived in the chaos, posting smug stories like, "Keep crying. I said what I said. If the shoe fits, wear it," which only fueled the fire as fans called her out for humiliating her grandson's mother on a public stage. By week's end, the narrative split in two, some claiming Chrisean's issues existed before Blueface, others accusing Carissa of weaponizing her platform to destroy someone she always disliked. Then came whispers of a final leak, real paperwork or video proof of Blueface bragging, and when it dropped, it shook the internet. Audio surfaced allegedly of Blueface saying, "She trippin' over nothing. Yeah, she was pregnant, but she caught something. That's her problem." Carissa tried to spin it, blaming deepfakes and insisting her son was innocent, but fans were done believing. The clip hit 7 million views overnight. The clinic announced potential legal action over leaked records, and the internet began questioning whether this was no longer messy drama, but a full-blown legal disaster, especially when Chrisean went live, sobbing uncontrollably, clutching baby Junior in her arms. Through tears, Chrisean broke down on live, whispering that she no longer knew what was real, but that her baby deserved better than the circus her life had become. "I'm so tired," she sobbed before abruptly ending the stream after barely 6 minutes, but it was enough to send the internet into overdrive. Clips of her crying flooded TikTok and Instagram, with fans rallying behind her under the hashtag #StandWithChrisean. Meanwhile, Blueface poured gasoline on the fire with his coldest tweet yet. "Y'all keep making up lies, but guess what? I'll always win. They can't cancel me." I'm uncancelable. It backfired instantly as thousands called him heartless, abusive, and done for mocking a mother breaking down publicly. Then came the twist that sent shockwaves through the entire saga. A second leaked audio surfaced, but this time the voice wasn't Blueface. It was allegedly Carissa. In the clip, she was heard telling a friend, "If this comes out, Blue's done. That girl gonna drag him to court and take everything. But I don't care. I'm not letting her win." If real, it meant Carissa knew the truth all along and was willing to burn her son's entire career to destroy Chrisean once and for all. Social media exploded. "This isn't motherly love, this is sabotage," one fan tweeted. "Carissa is the villain of the year. Period," another declared. Media outlets pounced as rumors swirled about lawsuits, defamation claims, and medical privacy violations. Yet no one knew what to believe. Was the audio real, doctored, or part of some elaborate smear campaign? Either way, the scandal had grown bigger than messy drama. It was now a national conversation about privacy, family loyalty, and the ugly price of fame. Insiders hinted at one final leak, still waiting to drop, rumored to be actual video evidence capable of ending Blueface's career, Carissa's influence, and possibly the entire family's public image in one blow. And the mystery deepened because if Carissa didn't leak the last two bombshells, someone else inside their circle was feeding the fire. Now the internet is holding its breath, bracing for impact, knowing that if the video is real, the fallout could be catastrophic.